Experiment number 12, subject communication skill practicals, and the name of the experiment is email etiquettes. So when you are studying communication skill, this is a very important a factor, that is a writing communication is, and nowadays we don't write the letter for the any inquiry or any job application. We used to write the mail, okay, or mail something. So email, the candidate should know about the email etiquettes, okay. Then it's a simple definition. What is email? The email is the electronic mail, and it is commonly called email or email since around 1993. So it is a method of exchanging the digital message from an author to the more recipients. Okay, so email operate across the internet and the computer network. So this is the simple definition of the email is an electronic mail, and it is since around 1993. Okay, then in this experiment we are going to learn the etiquettes of the email. We all know the what is email, but we have to prepare or we have to know etiquettes of the email. So there is a many popular platform for the email. First one is a Gmail. We all have a Gmail. Then Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, and many other platform, a Rediff Mail, etc., etc. So there is a many popular platform for the electronic mail. So what is email etiquette? Right? Why we are learning? Email etiquette refers to the principle of behavior that should use when writing or answering email. It is also known as the code of conduct for email communication. Email etiquette depend upon to whom we are writing: friends, relatives, partner, customers, superior, or subordinates. So these have some different etiquettes to write the mail. Why should we follow the email etiquettes? Because it is form of communication which is reflecting the sender and responders. Okay, so bad email etiquette reflects the badly on us, and a record of this kept in the mailbox over which we have no control. So good email etiquettes reflect well on us, improve our public relations and perception, and personal increases the chance of the promote and comprehensive response. Okay, so it is email is going to represent you, so we have to follow some etiquettes. Okay, then there is a professionalism. First etiquette is the professionalism, then efficiency and protection from liability. Okay, professionalism, you are doing professional email, then efficiency and protection from liability. Employ awareness of email risk will protect your company from costly low unit. Then professionalism, by using proper email language, your company will convey a professional image. Efficiency, emails that get to the point are much more effective than properly worded email. So we have to follow this etiquette is professionalism. We have to convey a professional image. Then efficiency, email get point much more effective than properly worded email. Properly worded email, good word used in your email. Then protection from liability, employ awareness of email risk will protect your company from costly lawsuit. So before compose, we have to focus on some steps, that is identify the purpose why you are writing this email. Focus on the objective that achieve the 5: inform, inquiry, influence, instruct and insight. So these are some common objective for the email writing, that is you have to inform, you have to inquiry about something, you have to influence about particular thing, then instruction, you have to give some instruction and insight. So these are some common objective. Remember, while you are writing your email, then focus on content. Don't let unnecessary idea impose on your principal message. So focus on your content. Watch content. Watch actually you are going to write. Focus on the content of the email. Okay. So when you are writing the email, you have to remember 3 basic steps. Identify the purpose why you are writing this mail. Then focus your objective. There are some common objective like inform, to inform something, then inquiry, influence, instruct and insight. Then third step is focus on your content. So always focus what are you writing on in your email. Same there are 2 lines. So email is divided in 4 or 3 part. So in this experiment we are going to learn that is 2 line. Each individual on the 2 line is responsible for response or taking the action to part and action. Outline the subject line and message relates directly to them. So 2 line, I show you where is that 2 line. So see this. Okay, this is the 2 line. You have to write the simple address of whose or whom you are going to send to the mail. So write here email address of the receiver. Then next is the CC line. What is CC line? So focus. No action response is accepted to the individual on the CC. Recipient need only to read or file the message. Okay, the individual whose work indirectly affected by the communication should be included on the CC. So if you select this CC line, so this is the CC. When you have to write in a CC in your mail, I show you where is the CC. Up next to the 2 line, it is the CC line. When what actually CC means, that a carbon copy. CC means the carbon copy. Okay, if a receiver or you actually don't accept the feedback from the receiver, so you include this carbon copy. You are accepting some feedback from the receiver. Listen, no action or response is accepted of individual on the CC. The recipient needs only to read or file the message. Okay. So what is the CC? It is the only carbon copy. Full form of the CC is the carbon copy. In purpose of this CC, that you are don't accept the feedback from the receiver. You just send the copy to file something. You just send the copy to file something. It is the CC. It is the only read-only copy or read-only copy, that is you cannot accept feedback from the receiver. So whenever you are sending the only copy to file the message, always include CC. It is the carbon copy of your mail. Then next email is divided into the BCC line. It is a simple next field of the email is the BCC. So simple BCC, if CC is the carbon copy, then CC is the blind carbon copy. Okay, so if you include a BCC field in your mail, that means there is some extra copy of your email can save in your mailbox. Okay, there is some hidden copy of your mail in saved into your mailbox. This is the blind carbon copy. So similar blind carbon copy, the feature similar to the CC, except that in the BCC or blind carbon copy similar to the recipient are invisible to the other recipient. Use BCC field continuously. So BCC is the blind carbon copy. If you want to save your email's blind copy which is not visible to receiver, so you can include the field into the BCC. Okay, so CC is the carbon copy of your mail. It is a only read only copy, or we are going to file that mail, and BCC is the blind carbon copy. If for an example there is a email which is very important to you, so at that time you have to carry one extra copy with you. So include BCC. This is the blind carbon copy. This is invisible to the receiver. Okay. Then next part of your email is the subject line. So you have to include the subject line clearly why you are writing this email. Clear your purpose to the reader. Okay. So there are some tips to writing the subject line. Follow these. Subject line should effectively summarize the message. Okay, so you have to summarize the message. For an example, if you are sending the answer sheet, so your subject line have to summarize the message. Example, answer sheet of communication skill paper. Okay, then next tip for writing the subject line, not use more than 6 or 7 words in the subject line. So this is very important. Keep it short and simple. Okay, so subject line is not more than 6 or 7 words. Okay, then never use capital letters. Never use capital letter in subject line. This tip is the very important. Never use the capital letter. Okay, then when replying, change the subject line when the topic change. Okay, when you are replying to the particular email, change the subject line when the topic is changes. For an example, you have to reply thank you message, so this is the thanking mail. Okay, so your subject must be the thanking mail. Okay, so summarize the message in your subject line. Subject line don't carry or don't use more than 6 or 7 words, or never use any capital letter, and change the subject when you are replying to particular mail. Next part of your email is salutations. So this salutations is very important. This shows the respect to the reader. So you have to write the right salutations to the right person. If you are writing your friend, so salutation like dear XYZ, then dear Roy. Okay, if you are writing email to your respect one, so like salutations like respected sir, respected madam. So salutations is very important point in your email writing. Give respect to the reader. So These are some example I mentioned here. What is the salutations for the particular person?